Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense takes the field. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Back to throw, it's Card. Makes his connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The Buckeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Powers forward. Touchdown Buckeyes. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for room, it's McCoby. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The play action fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Looking for a man. It's Card. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On target over the middle. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. The quick out. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Coming after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game.
He's going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Texas State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On the ground, it's Henderson. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Trying play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a grab and go for the score. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trying to get to him. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Wants to throw on first down. And they got him for the sack. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab outside. It's Smith. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A sky-high punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll run play action. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll call for the fair catch here. A 1st down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's right on target. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Boilermakers in the hurry-up. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking for a man. It's Card. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll leave it with him. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. On the run, it's McCoby. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Buckeyes have enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Howard. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it. Gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 11 over Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Quick completion on the out. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires and picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Looking for a crease. It's McCoby. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air. It's Howard. He's got his man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
With the catch, it's Ballard. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Throws for the tight end. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Dropping back, it's Card. Getting some heat.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The offense lining up for a first down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Judkins. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this.
Can anyone catch him? At the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They opt to go for two to try to tie it up right now. Looking downfield, it's Card. He's got it for the two, and we're all tied up. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He makes the catch. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the move, it's Henderson. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can... Going up top. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. The aerial assault continues. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's McCoby. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Card. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Now on 2nd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Santonio Holmes. This guy might be matching up with him by the end of the day.
Well, the sad thing is I could also name 5 other guys off the top of my head who are superstars, too. They always find those guys out wide that are big, fast, great separation. They find them, and they make big plays, and he's doing it here today.
Who says in the RPO pass game they can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. Nice move to keep running. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to South Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Card. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Strikes the blow. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. The give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Trying to punch it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to run it in. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Card. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.